the exact journal prompt that has caused me to shift realities. You guys, this is gonna be a quick video today because I feel blocked on this channel. I feel like I'm showing up in a way that isn't very authentic, so I'm trying to get back to my authenticity. And it feels wrong when I am moving through this energy of lack and scarcity. I'm having a season where I'm getting a lot of anxious, avoidant thoughts, and I'm like returning to myself right now. And it feels wrong to come online and tell other people lessons that I've learned when I feel like I'm in the process of learning my own lesson. So yeah. However, I will say this. I have been experiencing anxious, avoidant thoughts in my relationship out of seemingly nowhere for about 3 to 4 months. And when I found my partner, he's my hubby, okay? Like we have had such a beautiful connection, and we have such a beautiful connection. I found him when I was in a period of I'm going to be single for a year, swearing off of all relationships. I need to focus on myself and my energy. And that energy, that vibration that I was in, not desiring anyone else, not seeking anyone else's validation, that vibration is what called him into my life. And it was very rapid, it was very quick. And that is the thing about manifestation and calling in a desire into your life, that it feels like there's a block there, it feels like you want it really badly, is you need to align with the feeling state as if you already had it. As soon as I stopped putting other people and relationships and external validation on a pedestal, and I started sinking all of that love and that energy into myself, and I said, yo, you know what, Emma? You should be single for a year. You deserve it. I love you, and I want to be friends with you again. I want to connect with you again, and I don't care about these external things anymore. As soon as you make that decision, that is when the desire comes to you effortlessly. Because when things are meant to be, and I'm sure you have plenty of examples of this in your own life, when things are meant to be, you don't have to fight for them. And that's not saying like sit on your butt and like don't work and don't do anything. What that is saying is like attracts like. So you'll notice when people become friends, they become each other. When someone is operating from a place of abundance and of flow, they will see dozens of opportunities to monetize, and so money will flow to them. That's how it is. To be totally vulnerable with you, with my own business and with my own research as well, I have made the most money when I am in a state of not caring about the money. When I'm focused on my impact, when I'm focused on connecting with this community, when I'm focused on, for my research, for example, focusing on the process, focusing on the impact, focusing on what I want to put out into the world, more comes back to me because I'm no longer operating from a state of scarcity. However, even though, let's put that aside, you clicked on this video because you want the exact journal prompt to shift realities. And I figured this out because a few weeks ago, I was so bogged down by these anxious attachment thoughts. Again, I was experiencing these thoughts for months. I was kind of ruminating. And after doing this journaling prompt, I have not had any of that weirdness. And this is the first part of the journaling process. So take out your journal. This is interactive. Take out your notes app, whatever it is. If you want to shift realities, you're going to do this with me. Write down, the past was needed to get you here, but it is no longer of use to you now. And I choose to believe in beautiful, immediate shifts in my reality. Oh, are you getting excited? Okay. Write down everything you are no longer allowing yourself to be a vibrational match for. Write down everything and be specific. For me, I said anxiety, fear, scarcity, insecurity, be specific. You can also say, I am no longer a vibrational match for thinking about this person. I am no longer a vibrational match for people pleasing, for allowing people to steal my energy. Write down everything you are no longer allowing yourself to be a match for. And then write in, what are you calling in? What are you replacing everything that you are allowing yourself to get rid of? And with this is the most important step. With this, you need to be so clear on the feeling state of who you are going to become. You are pulled to this video for a reason, because you are trying to close the gap between where you're at now and your dream self, right? What does your dream self feel like? Envision a day in their life. Feel the joy, feel the freedom, feel everything that you would feel once you get everything that they have. That feeling state and holding on to that feeling state and making decisions out of that feeling state is what is going to get you to that version of you. That's it. That is it. You cannot make decisions out of fear and scarcity and mistrust and expect to get to the version of you that has joy and abundance and love. Hello, this is Emma in editing now, and I'm just thinking of, if you're out there watching this and you're like, oh, this is oversimplified. It's not this easy. Like, how can you change realities if it, like, I get it. And I feel like if I was deep in my anxious or depressive loops and I clicked on a video and I was wanting change so badly, and I felt so bogged down by these thoughts and emotions and feeling like everything was going wrong, and I watched a video like this, I could have the perspective of, oh, but this is oversimplifying it. Like, I'm not just going to write something down on a piece of paper and it's going to change everything for me. But here's the thing. When you get extremely specific on, this is where I'm going, this is what I am desiring more of, and this is what I'm calling in. When you have that set vision every day and you read it aloud to yourself again and again every morning, put it in a place where it's obvious, like James Clear, Atomic Habits. Put your journal on your desk, or I leave mine on my bed every day. Put it in a place where it's extremely obvious. And you remind yourself of that. You are no longer giving your brain space to ruminate. When you are extremely intentional with the energy that you are calling in and putting out, you are no longer giving yourself space to ruminate. And I notice personally, my OCD acts up the most and I ruminate the most when I am not having a set vision towards the future, because I'm putting out this energy of scarcity, of lack, of being reactive in the moment, and of not having a conscious mind. You will always get back what you are putting out. So you need to act from a place of love, as though you already have it, of trust. And that doesn't mean sitting on your ass, and two, as I say that, but that doesn't mean sitting on your ass and not doing anything. It means now you are taking action from a place of integrity. You are taking action from a place as though you are already aligned with that dream version of you, which means you're not anxious, you're not terrified, you're not stressed out unnecessarily, and you are able to see the situation and see the present moment for what it is. You're no longer detached from the present moment. And also, with the whole changing realities thing, by the way, I did this journal prompt weeks ago. My partner and I, our relationship has never been better, because the two things that this journal prompt is doing is, one, you're getting extremely clear on where you're going. You're getting extremely clear on the energy you are putting out and that you're trying to call in more of, right? And number two, you're recognizing any of that heaviness, any of that negativity, any of what is popping up right now
is an old pattern. That means when it pops up, you're not immediately identifying with it. You're not immediately saying, oh, this is reality. When you recognize it as an old pattern and not something that you want to keep calling in, not something that you want to validate by reacting to, it dissolves. And I want you to practice that. I want you to, even right now, think of something triggering. Think of something that will flood your body and your mind with emotion and with thoughts, right? Allow it to be. This is a pattern of energy that is popping in your body right now that you can trace back to your childhood. It is just an old wound. And if you focus on where you want to go and what you want more of, I promise you, you will see a shift in your life. That's it from editing. Mwah, I love you. What if you treat life like an experiment? Like if all of the things that have been societally conditioned onto you, all of the rules that you have to follow out of fear and what if all of that just melted away? What if life was now your experiment? What if this next year will be the best of your entire life thus far? Just think about it. Just think about it. Remember how freaking powerful you are. Do this. Tell me down below in the comments if it resonated with you, or send me an email or a DM on Instagram. I'm kind of not active on Instagram, but new content will be coming. And I love you guys so much. Sending you a hug. Oh, do you like my shirt? It's Tupac, Biggie, and Kurt Cobain. Anyways, that's it. I love you guys very much. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video.